a beautiful choir. Awesome. It is the best day ever, yes? Have you noticed how gorgeous it is outside? Thank you to the Garden Club and the people that make it all beautiful out there, and to the God, the Spirit, the energy of life, knowing that we are abundant in everything. So welcome to the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living, where we are transforming lives, building dreams, and revealing love, where all we ask is that you stay completely open to changing your life by changing your mind. Welcome home. I'm Valerie Reeves, Spiritual Director, and it is my honor, my pleasure to be here with all of you today. We've got some wonderful things going on. So let's stand up and join the choir in song.
Good morning, beautiful souls. My name's Allison, and I am so happy to be here today as your MC. Here at the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living, we are an all-inclusive center of love. We recognize and celebrate each person as divinely unique. We view each individual as an expression of the one spirit in all, and together, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone. We teach and embody the science of mind principles that support our core values, which are love, healing, spiritual growth, oneness, abundance, service, and diversity. Thank you all for choosing to be here today, and welcome home. And welcome to all those who are joining us online as well. Say hello in the chat box. Let us know where you're watching from and how you're doing today. We love to connect with you. And if you're joining us for the very first time, a very special welcome to you. And if you don't already have a packet, you can get one outside the double doors in the sanctuary to the right. There's some goodies in there and some explanations about our center. And as always, we connect with our center, can be found on the program. It's right here. And so take that home with you, keep it handy. You can connect with the office if you have any questions. We also have a texting service that you can join. We send out announcements, inspirational messages, and event reminders. This is also another way that you can reach the office if you have any questions or prayer requests. There's no cost to sign up, so I encourage everyone to join. And now it's time for our announcements. Current events happening at our center can always be found at the concierge table, online through our social media platforms, and the community calendar, which is found on our website. These are all updated regularly, so please check in often, and there's always things being added. There are exciting opportunities to get together here at the center. And their calendar, yeah. We have a calendar with the events listed, and on the back there are affirmations that you can take home with you as well. So today is our monthly board meeting right here after service. And as always, you are all welcome to join. We meet while we eat, so you can bring your own lunch or have pizza and salad that the center has provided. Karaoke night is happening this Friday, November 22nd, yay. Join Tina and the fun crew, which I'm part of, I hope, from 6 to 9. Even if you don't sing, you can come and join and support your friends, have a good time. There's no admission fee. There is a love offering donation that's welcome, helps support our center, keeps the lights on. Our Thanksgiving potluck is coming up next Sunday, November 24th, after service. There's a sign-up sheet in the garden room for items that you can bring, and also there's a place for you to sign up if you would like to start helping prep or clean up afterwards. We welcome all and appreciate your participation. We're looking forward to sharing a meal in gratitude together as a community. Also, next Sunday is the LGBTQ plus Conscious Conversations meetup group. It's hosted by Tina from the Rainbow Alliance team. They meet the fourth Sunday every month right here in the sanctuary at noon. All are welcome to join. You don't have to be a member of the LGBTQ community. You can be an ally and just come and hear us talk. Excuse me. Next, we are so proud to announce that the Interfaith Gathering of Peace is happening here at the center on Tuesday, November 26th at 7 p.m. Various faith-based organizations from across the high desert all come together in unity and peace, demonstrating what is possible. We would be honored if you could come and join us and celebrate our oneness, unity. There will be light refreshments after the service. Donations of canned or prepackaged non-perishable food is greatly accepted and appreciated. This collection goes to help support those in need during this holiday season. And a reminder that our Christmas decorating is on Friday, November 29th at 9 to 1. And we welcome all who are able to join us. The more the merrier, of course. See Judy. I don't see Judy, but you see Judy if you have any questions. Back by popular demand, and this is one of my favorite events, is Eddie and Amethyst of the High Desert Healing 760. They'll be back on Sunday, December 1st, for another fantastic sonic sound experience at noon. Yeah, woohoo. The doors open at 11:45, and we have plenty of space, so bring a friend. Sign-up sheet and flyers can be found where? At the concierge table in the garden room, and the info is also online as well. And as a reminder, our practitioner team is here to serve you, so you can find a prayer request box in the garden room or see a practitioner of the day every Sunday right here after service near the piano for a quick spiritual mind treatment. which in the science of mind philosophy is what we call our affirmative prayer. Our practitioners are here to know the truth for you and work with you, and as you change your thinking, you change your life. So I want to thank the practitioners for their service. We really do appreciate you. And I have one last minute announcement that just came in. The shamanic drum circle has been canceled for this month, but it will resume Wednesday, December 18th. So I'm sorry for that last minute bad news. And now I'd like to ask Reverend Valerie to come on up and give us some special announcements.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Alison. First and foremost, I want to give a tribute to Suzi Clark. She is, yay! Yes. This is her last Sunday with us. She is moving to Idaho. Been there, done that. Wishing you lots of goodness. But I love you so much, and thank you for all that you do. So we're grateful for you. We love you, Suzi. Also, Frank has we have a nominee committee to nominate new board members. So, Frank, is there something you want to? Yeah, come on up. I should have drug him up here when I came in the beginning. And so, yeah, real quick.
Okay. As everybody knows, in January we elect new board members to serve on the board, and this year we have 3 openings. So the committee has been formed. The committee is myself, Anka George, and Clay Baylor. Anka and Clay, stand up so people can see you. Anka's way in the back hiding in the bushes there. The committee is formed to take the applications for those who'd like to serve on the board. So what I'd like to let you know is we have a sign-up sheet for those that are interested, and the qualification list is on the back of this sheet. We're sitting out here in the foyer on the left-hand side. We also have an I am interested form or I nominate form. Now, what you need to know for people who would like to serve on the board is you need to have been a member in good standing for 1 calendar year, okay? You have to have taken 1 Science of Mind accredited class in the last 5 years. You cannot be serving on the board with a current family or relation member. That's basically it. It's a pretty fun group. It's a lot to do. And so the nominations and applications are open, and these clipboards will be out in the social hall. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you. And speaking of certified classes, I have certifications for those of you that took my Essential Ernest Holmes class. These classes are life-changing. So I know we have a couple classes going on right now. My last class just finished a couple months ago, but it takes a little while for home office to get all of the paperwork out to us. So as I call your name, come up, get your certification. And what I realized is I have not signed these yet. So you will come and do a spiritual mind treatment with me to sign it for you. First person, Vanessa Oden. Vanessa. We have Pat Salter. And Diane Salter. Yay. There you go. Mark Shoup, I think he's out traveling. Judy St. Clair. And we have Frank St. Clair. We have Richard Fox. Oh, Richard's up there. I'll get him. There you go. Richard, I'll bring yours up. 2 seconds. We have Tina Arredondo, president, keeping up on our things. She's somewhere. Richard, oh yeah. The choir, come on down. Yeah. And Angie Callahan. Yes. Thank you. And it's a dedication to your own spiritual growth to be in classes. So I encourage you, come January, I'll have a list for the year of the classes that we're doing throughout the year. And so good and such a great thing and a great accomplishment. Oh, somebody want to take a picture? Anybody got a camera? Thank you. Of course Gail does. Now let's move closer, or maybe go this way. Come a little closer. All right. Thank you, Gail. We like to take photos here, so all is well. And good job. I know lives are changing by the renewing of our minds through classes, right? Yes. Thank you, and thank you to all of you. I also have, okay, you can all be seated. Thank you so much. Good job. Yeah, you can go back up there. Oh, go back up there. Unless you, we're going to have you sing some more. Just a second. Yeah, because I did change the order of service just a little bit. But I do want to say thank you to all of those that participated in the bake sale. We raised $2,202. So yay! Right? Awesome. Very awesome. So some people were missing hugs and handshakes in the middle of service, so we're going to have some time while the choir sings, and they might come out and hug, or you can go up and hug them. So let's stand and sing as we do hugs and handshakes, move around the room, if you feel called to do that.
You can play the game and you can knock out the part, though you know it wasn't written for you. Tell me, how can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? One thing can lead to another, it doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. Just shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. Do as I say. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. Well, you can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. Now what you plan to do with your foolish pride when you're all alone on the side? I want you to tell somebody the way that you feel. You can feel it beginning to ease. I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel, always getting the grease. Better to shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
It's time for our affirmation. Here it is, it's a big one. So I'll say it one time and then you can join me 2 more times. I am grateful for the abundance I have and for the abundance on its way. Here we go. I am grateful for the abundance I have and for the abundance on its way. One more time. I am grateful for the abundance I have and for the abundance on its way. And so it is. So, Dr. Ernest Holmes' promises, they're on your program and on the monitors. I keep the promise that I have made myself to affirm in this moment that I am abundant healthy, wealthy, strong, and happy. I keep the intention to daily speak this truth to my inner soul, telling it that it is wonderful and marvelous, that it is one with the great cause of life, truth, power, and action. I whisper these things into my soul until it breaks forth into songs of joy with the realization of its limitless possibilities. I assure my soul. So let us take some time now and relax, tune in, and enjoy the moment. And now, Suzi will join me in lighting the flames of faith. We perform the Flames of Faith ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples and all faiths, all beings come from the one universal presence, which we call Spirit. The Unity Candle represents the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the second candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the third candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the 9th candle, acknowledging all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principle. We light the 10th candle for inclusivity, affirming that all are welcome here. And as Suzi lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light names of loved ones, knowing that they have the experience of Spirit's eternal love. And so let us go within now, in this very moment, in this place of peace, of harmony, of abundance, this dwelling place of the Most High, this one mind, this one life. Deep within us is this place. In our imagination, we can see in our mind's eye all the abundance of the universe. The trillions of stars in the sky. Snowflakes in their perfection. The forest, the trees, the leaves. Spirit abounds. Let us connect with this joy of life, this givingness of spirit within each one of us as we acknowledge and enjoy the great spirit of life and nature. So I give thanks. I give thanks for this center, for all of its volunteers and its hardworking employees, your kitchen staff, your bookstore, your office staff, your sound room. Thank you, Nick. And your board serves tirelessly for your benefit and for the benefit of this community. Chris and his music ministry, we are so thankful. And your practitioners are here to serve with love and light. And let us be grateful and listen to Reverend Valerie and her message today, knowing that it lifts us up, carries us to that place of love and light and joy. We are a family, a spiritual family of love and light. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I know this to be so as I release my word. My word is always heard by Spirit. And I know this to be so, and together we say, and so it is. And now, Reverend Valerie.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, you. Thank you. That was beautiful. Great. And such great music, Chris. Let's give it up. So you may not know this, but an exciting fact is that the South Bay of California was flooded with people from Nebraska yesterday because USC played Nebraska Cornhuskers, and they are go big red. So as I was wandering around Friday and Saturday with all the red garb with my two older sons and my ex-husband, a lady at Starbucks said, everyone that comes in seems to have red on and has that Nebraska thing. What's going on? So I'm like, oh, we are fans. I didn't go to the game, but I have it on good authority that we lost. So, but what I love is the spirit of getting behind something. And it's like win, lose, or indifferent, Nebraskans get behind something. And I'm thinking that for each one of us, for our lives, getting behind our dreams, ourselves, our life, and not putting it aside. And being aware of the abundance. that we have going on. So living an abundant life, I know most of us have heard fake it till you make it. I'm going to say it again, fake it till you make it. Walk around being in that gratitude space. I am so grateful for the trees that are changing, that we get to see the changing colors up here just out the door. So beautiful the trees are. And we get to embrace our life and see the abundance of everything out there in the world. So making sure that we are honoring that and seeing the abundance in our own life and owning it. So it's really easy to get caught up into things that are going on out there and let it affect in here. Oh, she made me so mad. It's like, how can she make you mad? Nobody has a power over you. Is it witchcraft? What is it? What is it? How did she put a spell on you to make you so mad? When people start talking like that, I'm like, you have a choice to know that it is all about them. It's their world. You don't have to take that into yourself. Just love yourself and be abundant and loving and kind and be in good conversations with yourself and your life. How many of you had good conversations with yourself all week? All week? Maybe the last hour or so. And what I found is that the more in harmony and peace I get and just be in that loving space, just guarding our consciousness levels, when somebody comes up and starts whining and complaining about something, it's like, oh, stop, let's do a treatment. Let's do something, anything to get out of that mindset. Because we really want to, I know Terry Cole Whitaker used to say it, guard the consciousness levels that you're around because you'll absorb it like osmosis. And I've heard a lot of speakers say that we become like the 5 people that we hang around with most. Is that working for you? Yes. Or not. So being in that space, I was on the phone with a friend of mine yesterday, and she's a minister down the hill, and she said, not down, she's not, but down the Cajon Pass. She was complaining about how nobody at the center wants to change the gardening, and they don't want to change the program. And it's like, but that's our whole philosophy. Change your thinking, change your life. And it's so easy, isn't it? Changing our thinking takes time, and it's a constant. We have to keep putting in those positive affirmations because those grooves in our mind get deep, 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 and we may keep thinking and saying the same things over and over and over again. So today, that all ends with us, yes? Yes. So we want to put that aside and start just really focusing on the positive, giving ourselves the smile. And that doesn't mean that I just want to, we call it the spiritual bypass, where I'm just going to not see anything else out here, but I'm going to take it in for a moment and then say, okay, I know something greater is being created. I'm knowing that this thing called you and this thing called life, this thing called us, is shifting and changing every single day. And it all starts with those individual drops of the spice that you are. You ever had a soup or a recipe that didn't taste quite right, so you keep throwing in a little spice? Let's throw a little more spice into our lives and into the world, because everyone is putting their own spice into the cosmic atmosphere. And so putting that spice of love and peace and harmony and gratitude, so grateful. And being in that space of grateful and living an abundant life, to me, is just being aware of all the goodness that's happening. I am so grateful for the person that left an unsigned card on my desk with a Starbucks gift card. Thank you so much. Best day ever. And so grateful for the person that left an I love you note in my box with some money. I'm like, okay, thank you. More gratitude, more goodness. Life is flowing. I'm really grateful to my son Christopher, who flew in from Texas for 3 days to be here for the Nebraska game, and he paid my parking ticket before I could even get it out of my car. I parked and didn't realize, I was too busy looking at everything. Look at all the people dressed in red. Look at all the people. We were down at Santa Monica Pier, and they have the big tent down there for the Cirque du Soleil. I was so busy looking at everything that I didn't see the sign that said, park this, here's where you pay for parking. Didn't realize, I just thought, ooh, manifested a good parking spot. Yeah. Isn't that great? That happens sometimes. Just manifested a really good one. And it cost a little bit. But I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to allow my son to be giving and loving and kind and all the goodness. So I have a couple quotes here. Here's one by Ernest Holmes. When we learn to trust the universe, we shall be happy, prosperous, and well. We must learn to come under that divine government and accept the fact that nature's table is ever filled. Never was there a cosmic famine. Never was there a cosmic famine. There's always stars. The moon is always showing up. The sun is always showing up. The atmosphere is always happening. The earth is always rotating. So if we just trust that and know, and having been in some times where things were just not working out in my life, things always worked out. Even though it appears it's not working out, it's always working out. So if we just trust that in the universe. I remember my brother, when he was at his lowest low, he had 4 kids at that time, now he has 6, being in Nebraska, and he said everything had broken down. You know, it's like you lose the job, you lose the home, you're driving down the road and the car breaks down. And he said at that moment, he's like, best day ever, because really, at that moment, you can't go any lower. When you're at your lowest low, it's like when you jump into a swimming pool, it's hard to just swim right back up unless you hit the bottom, and then you can catapult back up. So I know all of us have maybe had our own bottom in life, and it doesn't have to be that low. But just declaring that this is the bottom of everything, and maybe we're at a really, really great space, and I'm knowing we are, that we just say, okay, we're nowhere but up from here. That's what we choose, and that's what we desire. And so really putting that inside of ourselves and loving ourselves regardless of what's happening out there, even if we make a mistake. Last week, I couldn't really read the words on a poem that I had, and I was so frustrated. I beat myself up for a little bit, and it took me a little while to let it go. I had to see a practitioner and say, help me, let this go, because it's running through my head. It's like, oh, man, you got to get your eyes checked. Oh, man, you could have been better. You could have done better. But when something is done and it's in the past, we let it go, and we grow and move on from there. I know I've shared this, that my kids used to, hit each other and say, let it go, it's in the past. Let it go, it's in the past. Or that, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, as they put their hand in each other's face. And it's like, okay, we can let things go. And we can make sure that things that are happening out there are not touching us to the core. That it's like, that is that person's experience. And if it's a constant complaining, then we want to change the conversation. I've done that in meetings. It's like, time out. We're going down a road that doesn't feel really good for me. And so if we're going to continue down this road, I may have to step out of this meeting, or we change the conversation. And sometimes there are hard conversations. However, do we want to talk about everything else that's going bad out there in the world, or do we want to uplift each other and talk about the good that's happening? I'd rather hear the good that's happening. And that doesn't mean that in a conversation or a counseling or a coaching session that one isn't hearing someone's story, but it's like, is this the same story you've told before? How many times have you told this story? Are you ready to let go of this story? Because sometimes we're so caught up in our stories, and so, I want everyone to know how bad that person was to me, or I want everyone to know how much a victim I am. And it's like, I don't want anybody to know that. I want people to know that we are free to think the thoughts that we choose, that we are free to express ourselves. I have another quote by Ernest Holmes. This is Know Yourself, which is one of his earlier books. It's such a great book. The spirit is the source of supply, and substance is forever taking form. Our supply is never limited to any particular channel. At the possibilities of the infinite being exist for us right now. There never can be less. There never will be any more. It's all right here. It's all here. Life is happening. And we are creating a world that works for us and creating a world that works for everyone by starting with us, starting with our thoughts, what we're thinking on, what we're focusing on. So I want you to imagine that there's a bottle, and they've put a duck in this bottle. And we have to think about, how can I get that duck out of the bottle without breaking the bottle? How am I going to get that duck out of the bottle without breaking the bottle? It's like a ship in a bottle. It's like, how are you going to get it out without breaking it? Well, your imagination, you thought, I said imagine that there's a duck in a bottle. So all you have to do is imagine it out. Right? Imagine it out, just like that. And sometimes we get so caught up in, oh, life being dire or something going on with us and we can't figure it out. If you sit with it long enough, you'll figure out how to make that happen, how to make it welcome, how to allow Spirit to guide and direct, because Spirit's always guiding and directing. Problem is, we are sometimes not listening. We get caught up into all the different things going on in life. So how can I take time with myself to really answer these questions? What is mine to do in the world? What is my joy? And what direction do I go with that? So I'm going to put a charge to all of you this week that for 30 minutes, every single day, no distractions. I'm doing this for myself because I think I've made it through 3 days before, but the full week, we can do it. We can do it. Take 30 minutes every single day and imagine a life you love. What's it look like? What's it feel like? What's it taste like? What's it sound like? Who's around you? And for me, I like to get out crayons and a piece of paper and just kind of draw, stick people, or make colors vivid. It's like, what is mine to do? What would make me feel happy? What would I love? And spending 30 minutes with just your thoughts and Spirit. It's a great thing to do. I've had wonderful things happen out of taking time to do that. And the more we do it and the more we get in the habit of doing that, the more good comes to each and every one of us. I have another quote up here. Thank you, Nick, for being so amazing. The power that Jesus manifested was divine. It was not the will of an individual, but his willingness to believe that gave him power. It was not a concentration of spiritual forces that Jesus exercised, but rather a childlike and implicit faith in the reality of the spirit of the human affairs. It's like just having that faith and just knowing. And knowing that people were healed when you walk by. People are feeling the love. Knowing that there is nothing too big for Spirit, for God, for that goodness in the universe. There's nothing too big for that. There are miracles all the time that are happening. So just being in that space and focusing on that. Because what we focus on expands. Another quote that I have, abundance is not something we acquire, it is something we tune into. I want you to really hear that one. Abundance is not something we acquire, but something we tune into. So being in that abundant atmosphere of our own thoughts and thinking that as we become magnets, which I think of Siddhartha, who became the Buddha, who had to go down into the city and he had to manifest money, and they had to have somebody who's documenting to make sure he's doing it as he's going through his practices. And they're like, oh, we're not going to give you any food, we're not going to give you any money, you have to manifest everything. And so he went down, and the person that's recording everything for him said, shouldn't we ask from people for some money? Shouldn't we ask them for some food? Shouldn't we ask? And he's like, no, as he sat under the Bodhi tree. And just became that space of light and love, knowing that everything shows up. And everything did show up. People brought him food, water, clothing, spaces to stay. So just being in that wonderful space of abundance. Abundance is not something we acquire. We don't have to go out and work. Sometimes we think, oh, I have to do 2 or 3 or 5 jobs in order to pay for this. But could I just sit in that space of abundance and know that like a magnet, I am magnetizing to me goodness, wealth, love, things to be grateful for. And that's what we're going to be doing this week, 30 minutes every single day. Push aside all the distractions. Take that time to really tune in. And then next week, when we come here and have some turkey and our Thanksgiving celebration, I'm making a turkey. I think Judy is too. Just bring some goodies with it. Somebody make mashed potatoes. That would be good. When we come back, we'll be able to talk about all the things that we have manifested and all the awareness that we've had through the week. The next one, and this is straight from the Bible, ask And it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. How many times are we asking? We forget. We can ask. And it's not a begging, please, please, please. It's like, I am knowing the goodness is flowing. That the things that Jesus did, I can do too. I am knowing that there's just goodness happening. Walk in that abundant life this week. Take it on. Get the gratitude. I am so grateful for all the goodness. I am so grateful for expected and unexpected income and unexpected happiness and joy. Be in that open readiness. We used to, when we would meditate in the beginning, when I first started, and I still do because I can't not, when I meditate, I have my palms up, open to receive the messages from Spirit, open to receive the goodness, open to receive the love. So we are open to receive. And one final quote, if God seems far away, who moved? Yeah. Right? Because Spirit is right where we are. And if we think, oh, God is not helping and guiding and directing, it's because maybe we've closed our eyes, closed our ears, and just focused on everything else out here. Who moved? So we step into Spirit. We allow the goodness, the greatness of Spirit to flow with ease, with grace, with love, with abundance, knowing that our life is great. Best life ever. Yes? Yes. Okay. So let's take this best life ever and let's go inside our heart of hearts for just a moment before the beautiful choir comes up and sings a song for us that will cheer our hearts. That we just tune into that goodness, that godness, that magic of the I am that we are beautifully, brilliantly. Knowing that there is stardust flowing through each and every one of us. We are stars and people love stars. They look up at the sky in magnificence. You are that magnificence. As you just take it on, knowing that when you look in the mirror, you see that magnificence. When you walk down the street, you feel that magnificence. Open and ready and receptive to the goodness, the greatness, the love, the abundance, and the purity of life. And so it is. So it is. Yes, thank you. So now the choir's going to come on up. So choir, let's give it up for the choir. Going to sing us some music. Yay. Okay. I love it too. Yes.
Where are we going to put all these children?
We're growing. Okay. We got it.
ushers come forward, it is that time for giving, knowing that as we give, we absolutely do receive. It is our trust in the universe that as we give, goodness is always flowing back to us. So let's say our giving affirmation together. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of this spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
Grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight on my face, grateful for the feeling, grateful for the knowing, grateful for the love that's in this place, grateful for the leading, that God is all there is. That God is all there is. Grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight on my face, grateful for the feeling, grateful for the knowing, grateful for the love that's in this place, grateful for believing that God is all there is. That God is all there is. God is all there is.
So grateful for each and every one of you for bringing your presence here, for that abundance, for that goodness, for sharing. Knowing that life is good and life is very good as we go in the open readiness. I am open for the goodness. I am open in living that abundant life. And so it is. It is. Thank you. All right. So a reminder that we do have our board meeting after. There's time for lots of people brought lots of goodies. We do have pizza, and it's Tina's birthday, so I made cake. Woohoo, board president. All right. And now as the kids come forward, remember that we have our circle prayer afterwards. As the kids come forward, come on. Knowing that they had a great day, thank you so much to our youth team. Yes, yay. Appreciate you. So let's all stand, circle up, and sing our closing song. Thank you.
I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. It makes me feel so good, I can do anything. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. It makes me feel so good, I can do anything. It makes me feel so good, I can do anything. It makes me feel so good, I can do anything. Woo! Life is good.